Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Lurrus humans in Timeless format. Because I wanted to try out a new card from the MKM set called the Assemble the Players, which I think will make this deck a whole lot better. So this is an enchantment card that lets you look at the top of your deck, and it also lets you play a creature spell with power 2 or less from the top of your deck. But it's only once per turn, but that's okay since we are only playing 20 lands in the deck. We're not gonna have that many lands to work with, so just being able to play another card off of this enchantment, I think it'll go a long way, especially in a little bit more grindy matchups. And having played a little bit of Death and Taxes, I have come across a lot of situations where I kind of ran out of gas. So having cards like Lurrus and Assemble the Players, I think is going to make this deck a whole lot better. And we also have 8 copies of fetch lands that can also work with this card to shuffle away the top of our deck if you're about to draw another land. And you might say that this card seems a little bit underpowered. Let's compare it to something like Experimental Frenzy, or even Elven Chorus. But you gotta understand that these are 4-mana cards, and we can't play that with Lurrus. So this is a really interesting card that came out with the set that can be played with Lurrus, which didn't exist before. So although we can only play 1 card each turn, I think it'll still be great. And besides that, we are also playing 4 copies of Meddling Mage and 4 copies of Juggernaut Peddlers. These two are very synergistic. Juggernaut Peddler looks at your opponent's hand. Meddling Mage, on the other hand, with that given information, we can also narrow down their options, preventing them from casting those cards. And especially in the Omnitel meta, I think the Meddling Mage is going to be fantastic, especially if you call Show and Tell. If you see that they're playing Necropotence, you can call March of Wretched Sorrow. So I feel like the Meddling Mage is going to be pretty impactful in this meta. So having said that, we're going to jumping into some Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Well, might actually be a keep. Not gonna lie. Oh no. What should I do? I think it's just swords. That card is just too dangerous. Thank God. So this is a Bowmaster turn, huh? What are they playing? They don't even play Giganta. Yeah, they don't even play Giganta. Do you actually have double removal spells? Okay. Yuck. Blood Moon deck. Okay, so that's why you're not playing Giganta. Okay, I see. I want to see the deck a little bit more.
Oh, now you're asking for it. Oh, today's my lucky day.
Let's not show them what we have. Okay, so Cathar Commando. Probably gonna be good. Blood Moon, huh? Blood Moon. I feel like we should be able to beat it. Jarina out. Actually, Jarina could be relevant. I'll cut like 1 copy. Got a copy of Dawnless Bodyguard. I don't think I want to cut swords. Because I think they're playing Sheoldred as well, since they're not playing Giganta. So it's gonna be like Sheoldred plus 1 ring. Another 1 lander. Okay, this one's a lot better. A lot better looking. This is for Sheoldred. This is for Blood Moon. I mean, I guess Blood Moon... isn't gonna be that great against our hand. To be perfectly honest with you. Is it not gonna be the case? Okay, good thing we kept both Dahlia and Copper Goat. Gonna go with Copper Coat here. Attack. Opponent shocks it in. Has a Croxa. Okay. Croxa's not very good against our deck. It's a very slow card. And I hope they just play, I don't know, another Blood Moon. Wow. I did not see that coming. Like, at all. Feels bad. Huh. I guess I don't want to give them a 4... Like, we don't care about their hand. Well, let's bring the Lurrus back into hand. If they Thoughtseize me, they die. If they Croxa, they die. So I guess they're dead. Angrat the Flame Chained. Good game, good game. I feel like, I don't know, like, is Jurina really that good of a card versus them? Like, Croxa, sure, it does hit out Croxa, but I guess it does prevent board wipes as well. Probably Meddling Mage is a lot worse. Maybe you want to do something like this? Maybe instead of like a Swords, Fatal Push might be better as well. Nah, Swords is just too good. Because they play Croxa, they want cards in the graveyard. Try this. I think that's a mulligan. Ooh, I don't like to see that. So we got the double white. Maybe something like this. I guess we don't need Hallowed Fountain. Since Meddling Mage can be casted with Cavern of Souls. Yeah, this is not a good hand. Does against like ooh, Multi 5 and Unhopeful Initiate. Sign me up. By the way, there was a 2-mana enchantment on top. No. That card is so good against this deck. Maybe we should have Swamp. We could Meddling Mage. Ragavan. Since the dash is still casting cost. Another Blood Moon. We already got the planes down, so that's good. Chandra, Torch of Defiance. They might still be able to get away with it, honestly. If I can't kill the Chandra here. Man, it's so sad that we actually don't have a swamp. Big sad.
I don't need this.
Big sad. And we got a little bit flooded. I mean, we kept the 4-lander, which doesn't help either. Aw, that would have been a card that we could have casted. Yikes. Gotta draw planes here. Gotta draw planes. Okay. What? Maybe I should deter them from playing... I mean, attacking. Because, I mean, I don't want to get attacked. Yeah, I might have to actually block this. Unfortunately. Hello, any planes off the top? Even a Cathar Commando actually gets us out of this. There's actually a lot of cards. So Cathar Commando, just any creatures will do. Any white creatures, just no dual colored creatures. I only play Jurina and Juggernaut Peddlers. Okay. Where are the Cathar Commandos? I definitely put it in the deck. It is definitely, most definitely there. Okay. Not the worst card I've seen. We are building an army. The army is being built. No. I think I want to leave the Esper Sentinel back as a blocker for the Ragavan if something happens to the other Dauntless Bodyguard. Which is going to be a little bit tough. Since it is, does have the Dauntless Bodyguard protecting it. Maybe I should attack with it. They had a bolt. It's a good thing the bolt is gone. Copper Code Vanguard would be nice. Oh my god, there it is. There it frickin' is. Although we are kind of dying. Okay, so I flash this in. Should I do it next turn? They could have a board wipe, right? What a weird game. What a weird game. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna guess my opponent's hand. Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon, land. So I changed the mana base a little bit because I was getting screwed by the Blood Moon last game. So we have a swamp instead of a second copy of plains. I thought it was gonna be okay playing double plains and just not care about the Blood Moon at all because most of our cards are white based. But you know. Yeah, this kind of sucks. That they didn't have a turn 1. I think they should take Jarina. Because this Jarina is gonna protect Thalia and Esper Sentinel next turn. Okay. Grixis Wizard? But they can't... What? With Lurrus? What? I'm gonna greed it out. I think I'd rather want these dead instead of a Thalia's Lieutenant to a Bowmaster. Okay, nice. They have a bolt. Opponent has a bolt. Nope, they have a stifle. Yeah, they have a stifle. No, they do have a bolt. That's a bit weird. So I have a conundrum. Of course I can just put the Lurrus back into my hand. The problem is, if they have a Snapcaster Mage, I actually want the swords before they can Flame of Manor next turn. To get the maximum value, right? Augur a Bolus? Archmage Charm. That is an interesting one. So they're gonna steal Hopeful Initiate. I should have put the other one as the Catar Nightmare. Yeah, so this is the thing that I wanted to prevent last turn. But they went with the Augur Bolus instead. Okay, so I guess we can just play the Lurrus now. Yeah, look, they have a Stifle. Which I think is okay. Or not. They still have a Stifle here, though. Let's see if they have a Stifle. Okay, there's a Stifle. We knew about that. Do they have another Stifle? Wow. Impressive. They have another Stifle. They have another Stifle. What is going on? That's insane. So this is a problem. Now I can't attack. Their hand was kind of insane. Double removal spells, and they still had a removal spell. Yeah, so I can't attack with the Stolly as a tenant. Yeah, I gotta wait. Hopeful Initiate. I gotta make a situation where they have to block with the Lurrus and Snapcaster Mage at the same time. Another Snapcaster Mage. Rough. Super rough game. So we gotta find this. That was a really good Jurina. So I guess we just attack with both. A Bowmaster? Okay, my opponent just keeps drawing the nuts. It's actually insane. Assemble the player could get us out. Or a swords. We need either a swords or assemble the player. Okay, my opponent keeps drawing gas. GG's. That was rough. That was really rough. I don't think... I feel like this is, we are heavily favored. I don't think we need to sidebar anything, honestly. Maybe like Soul Guy Lantern? I got super baited by that Augur Bolus. I shouldn't have done that. I think that was like the turning point where we started losing ground. Let's go like this. Okay, very nice. I think we can get away with just playing planes. So we'll go Esper Sentinel first. It's either Copper Coat or Thalia's Lieutenant. Or I could go Hopeful Initiate plus Dauntless Bodyguard. That also kinda works as well. Let's just go wide. Wide as possible. Yeah, I think naturally we do have the advantage here. Nice, they also tapped out. Let's go with Dolly's Lieutenant. A land would be very nice. So we can go assemble the players plus Coppercoat Vanguard. I'm so sad we lost that last game. I think I definitely misplayed. Okay, not the tap land. Take the fatal push. I think we pass here. Nice. Make a card more expensive. Am I just attacking with Dahlia here? That sticks. We might actually draw with the Soul Guy Lantern. That doesn't do anything. They're probably just looking to draw. Setting up for Flame of Manor. That's probably what it is. Maybe this will force out a counterspell. No. No. And look what's on top. Look what is on top. A bit of a misplay. I should have tapped 3 mana like this, so that I leave up a Cavern of Souls for the Dauntless Bodyguard. The Archmage Charm is definitely very, very annoying. Very, very annoying. Although we haven't seen Juggernaut Peddler once yet. So that's a bit of an unfortunate circumstance. This Cavern of Soul keeps showing up, like, it's insane. We only play, I guess we are playing 20 land deck. So we're working with a little bit less amount of lands, so... What's really nice about this card is it can sacrifice even though there's no creatures on the battlefield, so if they flash in something like an Orcish Bowmaster, you can just sacrifice it. Okay, so they're stuck with a lot of... Interesting. I think it's Flame of Manor. Since they don't have the mana to play these 2-mana cards. Do they not? Nice. Made the correct choices there. I think we're just going to Arena Peddler again. Looks like they drew a bolt. So they're going to be able to play the Juggernaut next. Juggernaut next. This is a tough one. I don't know if I want to give them another Juggernaut, though. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna give them another Juggernaut. We don't have any, like, Dahlia's Lieutenant. Yeah, it was a Mystic Sanctuary. We keep drawing lands. Not good. This is a pretty bad flood for a 20 land deck. I think that was the correct play. They're stuck on black mana. Even if they draw black mana, they can only play 1 copy of it. So I think this is a correct play here. We take the damage. Okay. And I believe it's time to peddler my opponent here. I am surprised they didn't Orcish Bowmaster? Question mark? Nice. Okay. Is this a keepable hand? Perhaps. I mean, we can't play this card, but we can play everything else. Also, since we're going first, if I see like a black mana, we'll just call Orcish Bowmaster with the Meddling Mage. Yeah, that's a black. See what they name. So, Orcish Bowmaster. Maybe I should have gone Jarina. Since it could be a show and tell deck. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, okay. That's good. Wait, they killed Meddling Mage. Does that mean they have it? Yeah, they did have it. Wilderness Reclamation, huh? Very interesting. Let's take the Bowmaster. They're gonna gain a lot of life with Lurrus, but... You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Actually... Yeah, I don't even need to worry about this Lurrus. I just play Jarina. Yeah, I just play Jarina. What kind of sucks is, we actually don't have any pressure. And they got their Wilderness Reclamation down. Nice, we got the draw card. Bring the Lurrus back for Meddling Mage. Okay, so... What should I do? I mean, I could just source here and then attack. Or I play the Lurrus. I guess we just source now. Interesting. They Drown? Okay, so it was just a cling to dust. That's fine. Nice. Okay, we're dealing with the Saltai Wilderness Reclamation deck. Pretty bizarre one, I gotta say. I guess Cathar Commando can be pretty nice against them. I think extra assemble the team, not assemble the team, assemble the players is gonna be pretty nice. Grind my opponent out. Nigerina was pretty good because they played Uro. Also probably play Snapcaster Mage, right? So these are the kind of cards that I want to bring. I guess we can go down on swords. Maybe not 3 copies of Assemble the Players. Thinking about it, Hopeful Initiate also just kind of removes Wilderness Reclamation as well. Yeah, maybe let's go down on like Dauntless Bodyguard. We still have 35 creatures for Assemble. Maybe let's go like this. I think naturally this matchup is going to be pretty nice. Let's go Esper Sentinel. Bowmaster now. I'm not gonna play around another Bowmaster. That's just not gonna happen. So we can go Sentinel. Okay, is it Sentinel plus Thalia's Lieutenant or Meddling Mage for Wilderness Reclamation? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. I think it's Meddling Mage. Ah, they had another Bowmaster. Lucky. Surely. It's probably Thalia's Lieutenant now. Five mana Memory Deluge. That is a sad Memory Deluge. Okay, so I can go Peddler. So they did have a Wilderness Reclamation in hand. They have a lot of removal spells, which is kind of annoying. Guess we can get rid of a Fatal Push and Drown? Get rid of the Fatal Push and then play the Meddling Mage for Drown, maybe? Kind of what I'm feeling. I think they're just going to play the Juggernaut Peddler and pass. Or not. Interesting, they didn't play their drown. I think that's a mistake, right? It's a mistake, right? Let's just attack with Dahlia here. Okay, now they're working with one less land than before. They gotta play the Juggernaut. We're just sizing up the board. That's a pretty good card for Uro. That's a really cool combo. Wait, hold up. This is from Ixalan? 3 mana instant speed, look at the top 4, put one of them into your hand, rest into the graveyard. And it can also be used as a counter spell unless opponent pays 4. Isn't this good? Especially with Uro? Alright, so... played 5 games. We went 3-2. 3-2, not bad, not good either. First impressions of the assembled players, very, very good. Very, very good in this format. With Polluted Delta and Flooded Strand being able to shuffle away the top of the deck. And you can't like expect this to be like Experimental Frenzy level of power, being able to just keep on playing cards. I mean, this is a 2-mana card. You gotta understand that this is a 2-mana card. So obviously the power level of this card is gonna be a lot lower. But I feel like even though, I mean, you're drawing a card and then you might even find a card that you could play in a single turn, like especially in 20 land deck, you can't like expect to play multiple cards per turn anyways. So I feel like Assembled Player is very, very good in this deck. And again, like especially considering that this can now, you can play something like this in a Lurrus shell. Most value cards that let you play off the top of your deck doesn't quite exist in a Lurrus shell. So I think it's a pretty nice card. Usually cards like these are 4-mana cards. I think this is a perfect card for a Lurrus deck. Besides this, Meddling Mage. Very underwhelming. Very, very underwhelming. I don't think this card is very good. Unless you know what your opponent's exactly playing. Like, if it's not open book, this card feels terrible. Unfortunately, I don't think this card is playable. Even with Juggernaut Peddler, like Juggernaut Peddler, like if you don't draw Juggernaut Peddler, like you don't have any information for the Meddling Mage, so a lot of the times you're just gonna guess wrong and gonna lose the game. But I guess in maybe like best of 1, it might be a lot better. But if I were to play this deck again, I would probably cut the Meddling Mage. I mean, I played the Meddling Mage because I want to counter the Sultai Omnitel deck. But even against that deck, I feel like Lavinia is just a whole lot better, right? They show and tell, you show Lavinia, they lose the game. I'm a bit disappointed with Meddling Mage. You could play more things like Kite Sail Freebooter instead of a Meddling Mage. Like you could go like Kite Sail Freebooter like this, and that could also work as well. I think Kite Sail Freebooter is very well positioned, and maybe like go down on the Seek Chrome and play. You know what? Like the Cavern of Souls was so good. We probably should just go up on Cavern of Souls. Because of the increase in amount of decks that wants to like play counter spells right now because of the Omnitel decks, Cavern of Souls becomes a lot better, right? So yeah, I would do something like this if I were to play again. So with that said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.